I remember I was actually crying
Mm.
because I was wondering, what is this? What is happening to me? I cannot be losing my eyesight in the middle of the road.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond Condition. This is a channel that supports those of us who journey with chronic conditions, navigate the intricacies of healthcare, and even still get to live life to its fullest despite journeying with chronic conditions. Today, we are on set with my guests.
Yes, I'm Linda. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, a friend to
Mhm.
many, and a lupus warrior.
Oh, great. So today it's a Lupus Warrior set. And remember, we are still taking time to share our awareness, to spread the message, and to let everyone know about this invisible disease. At the same time, inspire those of us who journey with the chronic conditions and reach levels where we are advocating for the condition. My name is Trish Barasa, your hosts. Karibu sana, Linda.
Asante, asante
Yeah, how are
sana.
you?
I'm okay.
You're looking
Yeah.
bright today and
Oh,
bouncy.
thank you so much.
Mm.
Yeah, I can attribute all this to God.
Oh, thank you, thank
Yes,
you. Yeah, amen,
all praise to Him.
amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Linda, tell me about your lupus journey. You're now a warrior. So I'd
Yes.
like to know about the victory that has brought you here. When did it start?
It's such a long story,
Mm-hmm,
but I'll try to keep it short.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, that
Mm.
is in 2022
Oh, okay.
October. Actually,
Oh.
it's almost 2 years.
Mm.
Yeah, so that is when I got my diagnosis, but I've been living with the symptoms for around 10 years.
Oh,
Yes.
so 10 years of you living with these symptoms,
Yeah.
which were later now
Yeah.
made got your diagnosis of
Yes.
lupus. So
Yes.
for this 8 years, you didn't know what you were going through?
I did not know what I was going through.
Same symptoms,
Same
same
symptoms,
troubles.
same troubles,
Mm-hmm.
but the symptoms progressed.
Mm-hmm.
It started with migraines.
Mm.
Yeah, so after I got the migraines, it went to dry eye.
Mm.
And then after dry eye, I started getting joint pains
I'm so sorry.
and fatigue.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, throughout this 10 years or
Mm.
so before you discovered you had lupus,
Mhm.
you would have migraines that you could not
I
explain.
could not explain where the migraines came from.
What were the doctors saying?
Uh,
What were the tests showing?
the tests were showing nothing. I actually did MRIs,
Mm-hmm.
I did CT scans.
Mm-hmm.
Everything came back normal.
Oh,
Yeah, so it gets to a point you actually even doubt yourself. You're like, am I really feeling this pain
yeah.
or am I imagining? You
Oh,
know,
and
so
you
it
sometimes
gets,
even get medical practitioners who ask you if you're
yes,
okay or if there's something
yes,
else.
yes. Gaslighting is a real thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it's not their fault. I
Mm.
think they are also concerned. They really do not know what to tell you.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think it's really not their fault.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
And actually, I've emphasized it before that doctors too need to be brought
yeah.
on board when there
Mm,
is new research and new
exactly.
findings. Yeah,
Exactly.
because sometimes they are actually acting on very old information
Information.
that they
Yes.
haven't updated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Linda, maybe just again, can you share with us how you got your diagnosis? How did you know that this is lupus?
Okay. That was in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got sick.
Mm.
Uh, and with this sickness, my joint pains and my fatigue
Mm.
now were elevated to another level.
Oh
I
my.
could not move. I was very stiff in the morning. When I wake up, I could not even fold my arms.
Mm.
It was so bad.
Stiffening of the
Yeah,
joints.
yeah, I was
Mm.
very stiff,
Mm.
and it was so painful, and they were all joints. So I actually thought it was malaria.
Oh, yeah, I've
Yes,
had that malaria
yeah,
misdiagnosis severally. And
exactly.
what were you using all this time, and even say after lupus
Um,
to manage these symptoms?
After lupus, now I was put on HCQS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hydroxychloroquine.
hydroxychloroquine.
Yes, yeah. Or
Yeah, I was
Plaquenil.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was also put on azathioprine.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes, that's an immunosuppressant.
Yeah, yeah.
I was put on steroids,
Yeah,
the
steroids. Yeah.
prednisolone.
Prednisolone. Yes, 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 yeah.
Yes, yeah. So that is what I was using.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm still using them currently. That is what I used to manage my lupus.
Oh my. So you're on long-term immunomodulators, you're on
Yes.
long-term immunosuppressants, you're on
Yeah.
long-term corticosteroids.
Yeah. Okay. For the steroids is not long term. Yeah, but the rest long term.
This is really sad to hear about. And maybe just, we had talked earlier and you told me that your symptoms have been progressively better.
Um, Actually, what happened? My symptoms before I got lupus, they were progressive in that they the symptoms like were just coming one by one. That's what I meant by progressive. So I started with the migraines, as I said, and then now
The
my
joint
yeah
pains.
the eyes, and then the joint pains. Yes,
And fatigue
yeah,
and
fatigue,
yeah.
brain fog, where I was getting confused. I would start saying a sentence, and midway, I don't remember
You're
what
not
I was
able to
saying.
recall what you were saying.
Yes, yes.
There's something when we were speaking earlier, you mentioned how at one point, especially with the dry eye that you mentioned as a symptom, it had you stop right in your tracks in the middle of the highway.
Yes.
That was dangerous.
That was very dangerous. I remember I was actually crying because I was wondering, what is this? What is happening to me? I cannot be losing my eyesight in the middle of the road.
The eyes just zapped closed.
Yes.
And you are in darkness.
I was in darkness. I'm driving.
My goodness.
And then my eyes suddenly, I'm able to see again. I lose my sight. I'm able to see again.
So it became intermittent.
Yeah, yes.
Meanwhile, you're just seated on the highway.
Yes, I'm just at the highway, in the highway, just at the side of the road.
Oh.
Yeah, I was really crying, calling my dad. Actually, didn't know what to do.
Oh, thank God.
I just wanted him to come get me, so that if it's going to hospital, I go to hospital. But I was able to get to the nearest hospital.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that. Maybe just one more thing. You've mentioned your dad.
Yes.
I would like to know what your support system looks like throughout lupus and how they are supporting you.
Okay.
Yes. And is dad one of your support systems?
Yes. My support system is my family, who I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart, because if it were not for them, I really do not know where I would be, because with lupus, it comes with a lot of stress, the financial stress, the emotional stress, the physical stress. It's there. So my parents, that's my dad and my mom, they are my primary caregivers.
Oh, thank God.
Yes. So they're able to take care of me.
Happy to hear that.
Yes. I have a brother who is also very supportive with his wife, who I really thank God for. Yes. And my family members, I have a cousin that we live with. Yeah, she's called Anne.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So Anne supports you
Yeah,
in
she
case of
also
personal
supports me.
Okay.
Yes.
How does it feel at work, knowing that you're someone who journeys with lupus? Is it different?
Yeah.
Is it harder?
It is very different. It is quite challenging. Yeah. So first of all, there is this issue where you are able to do much more before, but now it's quite hard. It is very challenging, but I thank God also that my employer has understood my condition. So I'm able to actually work from home.
Oh,
sometimes.
you work from home?
Yes.
Okay,
When
okay.
I'm not able to go to the office, I usually work from home.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because of the fatigue and that constant tiredness that you feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that fatigue is actually a symptom of lupus.
Yeah.
Yet many of us do not realize this early
Yes.
enough.
Yes.
Yeah, and something else is we pace ourselves out. You know that you can't take in so much at one
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Yeah. How about your own family, children?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
How is that with lupus?
yeah, it's also quite challenging because the things that you used to do, the activities that you used to do then, you cannot do them now. You can't. You have to pace yourself, as you've said.
Like
Yeah.
which kind of activities in particular?
Okay. Actually, I enjoy cycling.
Mm,
I
that's
try
that's
to
nice.
cycle as much as possible. Yes. I'm not. I was a swimmer, but right now, because of the cold, I'm not able to
To
swim as
swim.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just out of curiosity, now that you mentioned it, does the cold make it worse for you?
It
It
makes it
does.
makes it so much worse.
Yeah, I've noticed
Yeah.
it's a running theme amongst most people with lupus. The
Yeah.
cold makes it worse. I've also had it with people who have arthritis.
Yes.
Yeah, that the cold makes it
Yeah, it
worse.
makes it worse. Sometimes you're not even able to walk. You're not able to
Sorry.
leave your room because of the pain. Yes, but we just push through.
Oh, so
Yeah.
sorry to hear that. Yeah, and still perhaps on that part, maybe just let us know the challenges of motherhood. Yes, having to raise a little one, and when you yourself need also some support.
Exactly. I'm actually a mother to a 10-year-old boy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. So I'm able, okay. It is not easy. Let me just say that. It's really not easy. But I try my best to be there for my son. Uh, the activities that probably we used to do when he was younger, uh, we are not able to do them now.
Yep.
But I thank God that he's also understanding, but it is also challenging because you're raising up a child who needs to see that their parent is thriving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
but I just thank God. I thank God he's understanding.
Does
He's really understanding.
does the young man know that you have lupus?
Yes, I
Oh,
had to tell him. I
oh.
had to tell him because he kept asking me, "Mommy, why do you keep going to hospital? Mommy, why are you getting admitted? Mommy, such questions." And his grandparents were unable to tell him. Yeah, so I just had to take it upon myself to tell him and actually to explain the symptoms that I go through. At least to actually, even in his little mind, he's able to get to know what this is. Because actually, when I was diagnosed, I didn't know what lupus was. I just had people.
It's actually almost all
Yes.
of us. I never knew what lupus
Yes.
was.
I just had people like I just knew Selena Gomez has lupus and Nick Cannon. So I
And Tony
really didn't know.
Braxton.
Yes. I really did not know anything else about lupus. Yes.
Wow, it breaks my heart that a 10-year-old has to be brought on board this lupus journey, but it is what it is.
It
That is
is
what
what it
living
is.
with chronic conditions like lupus is all
Yeah.
about. And just as we are slowly winding down, perhaps ask you, what medication do you take for lupus?
I take the anti-malarial, the HCQS
HCQ.
or the hydroxychloroquine. I stopped as a thioprine. And right now I'm on MMF. I don't know the name, the full name
Oh, okay.
of that drug.
I'm not sure if I have the trade name or the brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, are these medications accessible? Because you're talking about taking this medication for a long period of time.
Yes. Right now, the medication is quite expensive, especially right now. I was also diagnosed with fibromyalgia.
Oh my goodness.
So I take lupus medication and fibromyalgia.
I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah. So the medicine is very expensive.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive.
And you have to
it's
take it over
you
a
have to
prolonged
take
period of
it.
time.
Yeah, those are medicine that I have to take to survive. Okay, to at least to manage my symptoms. So I have no choice but to take them.
And, you know, I go through this all the time and I'll share my experience. How do you balance between side effects and relief, knowing that this pill here, if I take it, it will treat my headache, but from the headache I'll get nausea, or maybe from the same pill I'll get a stomach ache. How do you balance that so that you know that you're able to realize both relief and
The side effects are
handle the side
handled.
effects? Yeah.
First of all, I take the medication and take a lot of water, at least to flush out
To flush out the
yes,
toxins. Yeah.
yeah, the toxins. But some medication, I think they just have to live through the side effects. Like right now, I'm on steroids.
Yeah, the steroids. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm dealing with a lot of water retention.
The prednisolones
Yes,
and all
the
that. Yeah.
prednisolone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of water retention right now. But I usually have a discussion with my doctor so that we can be able to manage how I'm taking my drugs and not to get these side effects.
The worst of the side
Yes,
effects.
to
Yeah.
get the worst of the side effects. So it is a constant discussion with the doctor.
With the doctors.
Yeah, just have to put your rheumatologist next to you. Yeah, in this journey.
Yeah, you remind me, whenever I call my mother back in the village and she's gone maybe to see the doctor, she tells me she has been given a white small pill. In fact, one day we'll talk about it on this show and discuss about communication.
Yes.
Yes, it's important that doctors are able to tell you what medication you're actually taking. Yes, and to let you know what the side effects are. And I'm happy to hear that you have gotten that benefit from your rheumatologists. Now, as we wind down, what message do you have for people out there in society in terms of how they should look at us who live with lupus, and what message, secondly, I may ask you later, do you have for that person who's just been newly diagnosed with lupus?
Okay. First of all, let me start with how the society perceives us. Lupus is it's an autoimmune disease, and with this disease, I've come to learn that it is a manageable disease when treated, but also as a lupus warrior, we have to keep fighting. You have to have this positive attitude, and you have to have this, you just have to be strong. I don't think
have to be
whether
strong.
there is no choice.
Yeah, there's no choice.
There is no choice but to be strong.
The choice is to be strong.
Yes, that is the only choice. So with the society,
With society,
yeah,
yes.
they need we need to get to research more.
To do more research.
Because when you go tell someone you have lupus, they look at you, they're asking, "Hiyo ndio nini? What is that?" Yeah. So once you are able to get to know that so and so has lupus, I think it is very good to go do your research so that we can end the stigma.
Yes. Yeah.
There is
Mostly
a lot
they'll
of
think
stigma.
you've been bewitched. Some will think you have other conditions like cancer,
Yes,
HIV,
yeah.
not knowing that there is actually a condition called lupus. And SLE, systemic lupus erythematosus, which attacks different organs in the body.
Yeah. So, and also, just do your research.
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 Yeah. So Linda has said it there. Let's keep doing our research. Linda, thank you so much for joining us for today, and we'll be glad to host you again on any other shows.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we'll keep talking. So, viewers, you've heard it from Linda herself. There is so much that you can do to support those who are journeying with lupus. In particular, there is need for us to focus our energies and train all our thoughts towards research. Research will help us towards realizing a cure for this disease. And so far, we are glad to report that the actual gene that causes or that brings about the mutations in the system has been identified. Hopefully, we get a treatment or a cure soon. I've been your host, Trish Barasa.
My name is Linda. Thank you so much for having me.